Hi, my name is Sophie. I live in a van with my husband and our cat, and I have borderline personality disorder. Okay, so I want to start by saying that if moving into the van genuinely changed my life in ways that I never even thought, like, I couldn't even comprehend how it has affected me and changed my perspective of how I see myself and how I see the world. And I know it probably sounds like cliche, like, or it would probably sounds like it should be obvious that going, like, when you see the world, it will change your perspective of the world. But by I mean, like, my world, the life that I would built for myself, the people I had in my life, the connections I was a part of, how I chose to live my life. Because when you live in a van, literally everything changes. And yeah, before I moved into the van, I was petrified of the thought, because it was the van was my husband's idea. And yeah, the thought of it was terrifying. Because of my borderline personality, I didn't think I could cope. I thought it would make things harder. Like, borderline is already difficult, and I thought being in the van would exaggerate everything, but it didn't. It's helped in ways that I just didn't even think possible. Before we started this journey, I was, and well, I believe, like, everything in my life was structure, routine. And sorry, this is my first video. I'm going to try and not pause or cut out things and moments like this, because I want to just show all of me, and I am just struggling to find words and make a cohesive sentence. But okay, so right, we're all good. So before we moved into the van, I was so busy. I was constantly on the go. I don't recall ever being able to just sit still and be within myself and be within my mind and be within my body. It was go, 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 and I couldn't do that now. But yeah. So there was always a schedule, always planning, always rolling and on the move. Um, and if there was a change in the schedule, I would struggle. It would be overwhelming. It took me a long time to recuperate and be able to regulate myself and be like, it's okay for things to change. But I just would feel like everything would be falling apart. And once you're in the van, there is no such thing as consistency or schedule. Like, if you plan something, it's not going to happen how you thought it would happen. For an example, New Year's Day, we were in the middle of Montenegro, like literally in the middle of the country. We had just left the coast, which was 10 degrees, lovely. And I mean, like, a nice 10 degrees, not a 10 degrees that you get in the UK where it feels like your skin is, or you're freezing from the inside. But yeah, so we were in the middle of Montenegro, and we were adamant that gonna wake up, and we normally watch the sunrise on the 1st of January, and we were going to start our day going to the next campsite. But no, it was minus 10 degrees. Our diesel heater froze or got very thick, so it wouldn't go through the diesel heater, and we were freezing, like literally on a van at minus 10. Our cat was sleeping with us, and yeah, so things don't go to plan all the time when you're in the van. And it is refreshing, because you I didn't get overwhelmed. I didn't get all upset, or I wasn't disappointed that I couldn't do the day. It was just like, oh, this is what's happened. What can we do to stay warm? And it's just like everything that happened then throughout the day was also loving, because when I was with my husband, like, obviously going through this experience with my partner, it was, I didn't want to I wouldn't want to go through anything like that with anyone else but him, because it was just fun. Even when things felt like they were falling apart and out of my control, it was like, oh, I'm actually having a good time, because regardless, I'm having laughs about it with my husband, and that again is another amazing feeling. So yeah, when you're in the van, nothing will go to plan. I'm sure I've said that multitude of times now. And the thought of this before we moved, it was scary. Like, yeah, the fears I had before moving into Dennis, which is the name of our van, I was overwhelmed with so many fears. Like, how could I cope? How would I be able to regulate myself? I won't be able to do time for myself. I won't be able to do the multiple workouts I do every day. And it was just so many things. Like, what happens if we break down? What happens if this, and this? And it's just, none of it matters. Honestly, like, now I'm here. It's been nearly a year. None of it matters, because things have happened and we've just gotten through it. You just move through it, and you take everything as it comes, and it's okay. It's okay when things don't go to plan, because it goes to plan how it's meant to go. So when things don't go to plan how you plan it, or when things didn't go to plan how I planned it, I felt like everything was falling apart and everything was out of my control, that I was just losing a grip of myself. So everything had to be, this was the only way. If I was in control, I had control of myself. But that's not the case. And now I'm able to be adaptable, and I have learned to be adaptable because I've had to be adaptable in this life, because if not, you wouldn't enjoy it. And it's a gift that I've learned while in this process. So anyone out there, like, if anyone's watching, or whoever is watching, if this is something you want to do, because I've met so many people who we've spoken about van life, and they have gone, this is something they really wish they were doing, it's something they wish they had done, and they regret not doing it. And like, and that's and for whatever reason, what's holding you back, it will not matter. It won't. Whatever fears you have, and it can be said then for anything that you want to do, any dream you wish to follow, but you are worried about X, Y, and Z. When you are actually doing the things that make you feel happy, and you're living out your dreams, all those worries literally will melt away, because they don't matter. If something happens, you'll learn. You will be able to carry on. It will be just another lesson where you can increase and improve and do it. Whatever dreams you want to follow that you're not doing for whatever reason, do it. And that fear will fall, and you are going to accomplish so many, many things. And I am so grateful that I said yes to this life, because I am not who I was a year ago, 2 years ago, when we first agreed. So the journey for this, it's okay to ramble, it's fine. So it was, I'm gonna say December 2021, 22, no. Dates. Yeah, I'm gonna say like 3 years ago. December 3 years ago. It's whatever. Was when we agreed that this was something we were gonna do, and literally ever since then, because beforehand I got rid of like 95% of my belongings, and even now I still just keep getting rid of stuff. It's just oh, it's okay if I'm babbling, it's good. I'm gonna again try and not pause and cough. This life has allowed me to pause and be still. And especially if you do have a mental illness, a personality disorder, just spicy in general, you'll be fine. I know, like, I get it. The thought of doing anything out of the norm is terrifying because it's out of the norm, it's out of your comfort zone. But push yourself, because when you allow yourself to go out of your comfort zone, it shows yourself that you aren't limited, because we aren't limited. We can literally do anything we want to do, but we don't, because we limit ourselves from our own thoughts and our own limiting beliefs, or from absorbing other people's thoughts and limiting beliefs. And it stops us from living out our dreams. And I know it's easier said than done to just go do it, but honestly, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, you can literally do anything you want to do. The only person preventing you from doing that is you. So give yourself a kick up the arse and believe in yourself, because you literally can do anything. But yeah, I want to say, like, in a nutshell, I don't really know what the nutshell of this video is. I'm trying to not have structure, because even when I've been here, the amount of times I've tried to add structure to this lifestyle, it's gone out the window, because no day is the same. Again, like, no plans go as you would want them to. Even, like, just as you're not having expectations. And even when I say that no plans go, it's not like everything falls apart. But things happen as they're meant to happen. And what has been amazing with this life is it has allowed me to learn to go with the flow and not try to have structure and control of everything. It's helped me learn to take every opportunity as it comes, and then also be okay if I decide to not take the opportunity. It's so much about this. And I think I'm just, like, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned how capable I am with being here, because I used to feel so held back by my mind and how it works, because BP, like, borderline it's a difficult process. I think any mental illness, anything chronic, all of it, when you have something that feels like it has a control of your life, that alone is overwhelming. So when you then do something like this, it exacerbates it. But honestly, give yourself some time, be patient, and I can't express just how, like, if I could speak to younger me, she'd be mind blown about the stuff that I've achieved and what I've done and where I've been. Like, last year, I've always wanted to go to Italy, and I did it because I said yes to something that scared me, something that I wanted to do that scared me. Because I think it's like I was a massive people pleaser, and I would say yes to things I didn't want to do and no to things I did want to do. And so it's kind of like, say yes, but say yes to things you want, because it's fabulous. And it also probably sounds like, oh yeah, obviously, but it's not obvious. Not when you are a people pleaser and you guilt trip yourself for everything. So if you're sat here watching this now, one, thank you. I appreciate your staying with me on this journey. I will do my best to improve and have cohesive sentences, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe this is just how it will be, and it's okay. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you're here still now, thank you, I've said that. But you're not alone. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel like, because when you do say yes to things that are scary, it will feel like everything is falling apart. The only way to build something new that is full of the love and the creativity that you want is to destroy the life that you have, because genuinely, like, I wouldn't be able to live this life if I was still clinging on to everything. Cling on. If I was still clinging on to everything from my old life, because and like I didn't realize the amount of relationships I had that were holding me back because I was clinging on to people who just weren't bothered by me. And when you cling on to, or not even just people, but situations, like everything, like even my job that I had was draining the life out of me, but I was adamant that I had to stay, like, and I didn't. Um, yeah, I want to keep rambling, but I feel like it's okay. See, even like how I talk to myself, I used to put myself down so much and make myself feel like crap just for existing and being myself. And now it's like, it's okay. So yeah, in a nutshell, go live your life. If there's something right now that you can think of, oh, I wish I was doing that, go do it. Go, what would be your first step? And just take the first step. And if you can imagine, oh, you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, literally just focus right now on the first step. And the next will come along. And yeah. Okay, so I hope that there is something from this, and regardless, there is something from this. Hi, I'm Sophie. I hope you have a lovely, blessed day. Bye.